Hello and welcome to Hanamate. This is a very simple project I just did recently. Those jars, basically a little embellished. So we did kind of raffle style ticket door prizes. So I needed some containers for people to drop their names in, and this seemed like perfect idea at the time, and it actually turned out okay. So I had a bunch of leftovers fabrics in a red color, which kind of remind me something celebratory Christmassy. This is some type of sheer whatever I got, and I cut it in the, sorry about my camera, I cut it in strips and then I attach it all to the jar, so basically right on the top, so I'm able to open it and use it up. I also put little tiny bow on it and a bell, so that's how simple it is. However, I just wanted to make a video and post it because I am truly proud of recycling and upcycling and reusing items that we already have. So this just worked out, and I hope that you kind of get inspired a little bit, and instead of rushing for items to shop, you will be able to recycle. Sometimes it's hard to, ideas are great, you can come up with ideas, but it's hard to pull it off and be proud of it. I used to have I want to use the word issues, but that's kind of strong. I used to kind of feel maybe guilty that people think I am too cheap and I don't want to invest into newer items. To me, the goal was always use up what we have at home and reuse whatever we have. I am not super green, but when it comes to stuff, I try to be basically use less, reuse if I need to shop local, and then definitely try to use the items as long as I can, or donate them eventually, right? So this is very simple idea. I am sure you can kind of watch my hands what I'm doing. So I used scissors and eventually I ripped it because this is a cotton that has got the perfect ripping abilities. And I actually like kind of that I was able to mix a little bit of rustic look and a little bit fancy. And the strips, once you tear it, they are a little frayed. So it works fantastic and it gives it a nice rustic look, right? I have to admit, I love the little checkers and strips. They are very Christmassy to me, more kind of, I guess, French country. Um, yeah, but that was it. The sheer curtain surprised me. The bells worked really great, so I just attached them on one of the ribbons, and the little bows I had from a year before, and they definitely added quite a bit. I had another idea to basically drill a hole to the bottom, so I can use it for dropping off the tickets, but this worked quite well. Um, by the way, if so obviously I was making all the jars the same, right? So I needed a kind of larger amount of material. However, if you're ever doing something like this, don't be afraid to reuse little leftovers of different strings and ribbons, because it's always surprising that once you combine them together, they kind of look elaborate, or they look fancy, maybe even rich. It's amazing what can be done. So once again, I love recycling and upcycling, reusing items, and this was fantastic for it. Usually when I'm actually making stuff basically to be donated, I also like the idea that people feel that I didn't spend much money on it. So it's kind of like nice touch, and it was not, expensive. So Classico was a big hit. Anyhow, it doesn't look like much, but it made me very satisfied, and I want to send a message that upcycling and recycling is fantastic. So they look pretty nice, right? By the way, it is very strong, durable jar, which even people dropped it a few times and it didn't break. So I'm very happy. I added the Small Business Saturday stickers to the top and sides so people know exactly what it is for. And here's the final product, and as you can see, they look quite alright and worked fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed this little idea. If you would like to follow me, I have a Facebook group, I'm on Instagram, and here on YouTube, so you can subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, Hanamate.